it's science time, and we are going to continue on classification with texture. So I have a couple great videos for us to watch, and I really like them because I want you guys, if you guys are able to really talk about each word, because these are some really great vocabulary words that we can use to describe objects instead of just hard and soft like we did last week. So these are going to be some new vocabulary words that you guys can put in your noggin. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Remember, science is a little bit trickier because I have different places where I got to pull information from. So hold on while I get us ready. Okay, so as it is loading, I'm going to go ahead and put our first video on. All right, here we go. So it is kind of like a song, but it's in the beginning, but just listen carefully because it does have some amazing vocabulary words to describe objects. So I hope that you guys can maybe write them down in your science notebook, or Miss Edmonton can write them on the board. These are just some really great words for you guys to keep in your noggin. Here we go.
Texture, 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 texture. You can touch the surface of an object, and what exactly will you say? Let's use words about how it feels to describe texture today. Fuzzy, hard, prickly, fluffy.
All right, so those were some really great words that we just learned. Prickly, fuzzy, hard, and fluffy. So go ahead and pause me, and I want you guys to talk about some things that might be prickly or fluffy or hard or fuzzy that you guys can also think of. So when you guys are done, you can go ahead and put me back on. Okay, great job. Definitely a porcupine could be prickly. I was also thinking a rabbit could be fluffy. So lots of great words. I love these new vocabulary words we can use for texture. So let's keep going.
Squishy, woven, texture, 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 texture. You can draw the surface of an object in many different ways. Let's use line value and repetition to show texture today. Hairy, smooth, pointy.
All right, so we have learned 5 more words: squishy, woven, hairy, smooth, and pointy. So think about some things that you guys might play with at home that might be squishy, woven, hairy, smooth, or pointy. So go ahead and pause me and think about some objects that have those textures. All right, so I was definitely thinking of squishy. I know you guys probably in kindergarten or maybe even in preschool when this was out, but the slime that all of you guys used to make, that was definitely squishy when it was in that Ziploc container. And hairy, obviously my dog Boone, he is so hairy. I find hair all over the house. So hopefully you guys were able to come up with some, and pointy, I was thinking the pencil after I sharpen it. Some objects that were these great new describing words for texture.
Slimy, bumpy, rough, texture, 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 slippery, texture, 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 crumbly.
All right, so they even came up with more words. We have slimy, bumpy, rough, slippery, crumbly. So when I think of crumbly, I almost think of an apple pie, and as you're biting into it, all the crumbs are everywhere, okay? Slippery, I'm definitely thinking of bubbles. They definitely, if you step on them, your feet slip all over the place. So those are some other great words. So if you guys want to pause me and think of some words that, or objects, sorry, that are slimy, bumpy, rough, slippery, and crumbly. So go ahead and discuss those objects. All right, sounds like you guys were able to find a lot of objects that had those textures. So let's keep going.
Texture, texture, texture. Sharp. Sharp. Texture. Texture. Salamandery. Texture, texture, texture.
All right, guys, so hopefully you found some great objects that were sharp and curvy as well. So what we're going to do next is we are going to move on to, and like I said, thanks for being patient, friends. Okay, so in here we have some objects. And I'm not going to make you write yet so far, but using our new texture vocabulary words, fuzzy, hard, prickly, fluffy, squishy, woven, hairy, smooth, pointy, slimy, bumpy, rough, slippery, crumbly, sharp, and curvy. See how you guys can talk about each object. So you're going to pause me in a little bit and talk about the basketball. You might say, oh, the basketball is curvy and hard. So think about some words that you could use to describe the beach ball, the nut, the mirror, the wooden fence, the spoon, the toothbrush, maybe particularly the actual brush that brushes your teeth, and the tub. So don't forget to use those new texture vocabulary words when you guys pause me and talk about those objects. So go ahead, friends. All right. I'm not going to go through each one because I know you guys just did that because you guys are amazing active listeners. But I was going to just talk about the fence. We could definitely say here that the fence is pointy, it's rough, it's bumpy, it's hard. We could even say if it was old wood, it would be prickly. Okay, sometimes you get splinters from old wood because it definitely does not look like it's new wood. So it could have some of those other texture words in there. All right, now this time, you guys are going to sort this by yourself. You are going to open your science notebook, put today's date. On one side, you're going to write the word rough. On the other side, you're going to write the word smooth. And you're going to draw a line down the middle. Then you're going to decide, does the apple go in rough or smooth? Does the pillow go in rough or smooth? Does the ball go in rough or smooth? The rock, the wood, and I believe that purple object right here is, it looks like possibly Play-Doh. His hands are in the Play-Doh. If you guys have a better idea, then please share that, but I believe that's what it is. So make sure that your paper looks like mine. You have one side that says rough and another side that says smooth. Okay, perfect. All right, and I will see you guys later.